Uh, Alright, I got a special build for today. I've been holding on to this one for a while, and I spent up late until like 5 in the morning to get this thing ready for today. So hopefully I didn't fuck up anything and it's all ready to go like it should be. But before we get into it, I just kind of want to go over the lore of, not the lore, just the stuff of Vmon. Because of course, this is a Digimon, so anyone who's unfamiliar with Digimon, what's up with that? It's, what is it? Digimon Digital Monsters. It's come into, back into mainstream popularity recently because of, what was it? Because of the card game and, the revival of, like, the, cartoon anime. It's an anime. But, you know, people would remember it as a cartoon from, like, Fox Kids all the way back in, like, 2000, not even 2000, like 1988, when it first aired on Fox Kids. Used to watch that with my aunt, and people and stuff had a bunch of Digimon toys throughout the years. And, of course, with it coming back into popularity with the 2020 animation and the card game and stuff. We got model kits because the card game's owned by Bandai. They have like things for the IP and stuff. And the card game is pretty fun. I did a couple videos for the channel. Been a while since we've done a follow-up for that. I had stuff planned and they kind of fell through. But, you know, I still love the IP. I have the cards here. So this Magnamon kit is based off of Digimon Adventure 2, which is like Season 2, kind of. Because, you know, back in the day, like, seasons for cartoons were still kind of wonky. Like, the first season or series is like 50-something episodes. And so is like this one, so whatever. I just want to show off my cards before we get into the model kit and talk about Vmon, because Vmon is my favorite Digimon. And he is arguably the best, because there is so much, just like, Vmon Digivolutions and stuff. Like, he probably has maybe the most forms, and, like, surprisingly enough, because I went through some history videos, I think he technically has the most on-screen presence because of all the armor forms and stuff. That he would end up being, like, random henchmen, but that was a Vmon armor form, and I didn't even notice at the time. So without further ado, I want to just get into Vmon. Before we get into Vmon, technically, we have, of course, the Digimon baby forms. That's, Demi Vmon is the larger one, and that's, I believe it's QB or Chubimon, but that's like his baby form, and then that's like another baby form. I forget what they're called. It's like baby. I don't think it's cat. It says baby. It's no. You have your Digi-Egg form and your baby form, and then what's this one called? I believe it says so at the side somewhere, but I have it covered because of my special sleeve. Anyways, I don't want to linger too much on these cards. And then he Digivolves, of course, into Vmon, who I forgot to mention very briefly. I think Vmon was supposed to be the main character's original Digimon, because if you go out and look for it, it's kind of like how Clefairy was supposed to be Ash's main Pokemon before Pikachu, and then, I don't know, they did like a presentation or something, and I guess Pikachu was more popular, so they swapped it. So Vmon was supposed to originally be what's the name? Takeuchi Tai's Digimon, and I'm not sure why they changed it, but you could look for it in the Digimon V-Tamer manga. I haven't read it myself, but that's of course where I don't have these cards ready to show, but that's where you get Vidramon, Aero Vidramon, All Force Vidramon, who's one of the Royal Knights, which weirdly enough, Vmon has he's like three forms that are related to the Royal Knights. I'm going to mention the lesser known one in a few minutes. And then of course just Vmon as he is himself. He's just one of the best Digimon ever. I'm not sure who the voice actor was for him in the cartoon, but, you know, just great. So, of course, they printed multiple card variations of him. There's more, I think, that just released, and I need to get my hands on for the updated Imperial German deck. I think Imperial German is, like, my favorite final form of Vmon, but there's so much to choose from. He's, like, so popular and so famous. He's like the face of Blue Digimon, because this is Blue Memory Boost. The first version of it that was ever printed, and Vmon's on it because he's blue colored, and he's like, they just like, hey, Vmon is Blue Digimon. So the blue color strategy is he basically dominates it, in my opinion. I think the Vmon decks are like freaking crazy. Although I'm not up on the meta. So, traditionally, and they changed it for Digimon Adventure 2. Traditionally, Digimon would just like Digivolve normally, but because of a bunch of shenanigans and stuff, and of course the Black Towers created by Digimon Kaiser, or Emperor if you're on the English version, they had to go through what was it called? Armored Digivolution? I'm going to show those off later. And then later on, I'm not sure why they decided to do it later on, but then they had to do Digimon Fusion. So this is Vmon fused with Wormmon. I'm not going to show off the Wormmon cards, but Wormmon is also a fan favorite because of all that cool stuff. If I could recommend watch anything from Digimon, watch Adventure 2. It is also my favorite, not just because of Vmon, but other cool stuff. So he DNA digivolves with Stingmon, who's an evolved form of Wormmon, and they become Imperial Dramon, Pyldramon, and then Pyldramon. I think it's the first time ever we see a DNA digivolve go further. So then you have Imperial Dramon, and then Imperial Dramon's pretty fucking cool. He's like probably the best removal cards from Green and Blue, and Green Blue are the Imperial Dramon cards in my opinion, because this like it rests them, and if they're rested, it bounces them. It's pretty crazy. Of course, Green. This card's really great if you pull from security and whatever. And then, of course, he digivolves. He has a mode change, which was the first time they introduced mode change, and they used it later on in like Digimon Data Squad and stuff. But he mode changes from just being like a dragon to like a kind of like a dragon man. So that was cool. This is like probably my favorite form of Vmon if I had to pick. Also, one of the craziest cards in the game. Rest 1, bounce 10, if bounce 10 rested cards. So I keep this for anti-rookie rest stuff. And then, getting back to the main topic, of course, we have Armored Digivolution, which was what they were stuck with for a long time. So they gave, of course, he's the main character, so he had Crest of Courage, evolves into Flame Dramon. Very cool Digimon, who's around probably pretty much for a pretty long time, because he was like the first Digimon to Digivolve, to Armored Digivolve. So that's like a staple of like the franchise lore stuff. And then you have his second form, which was Raid Dramon, but I guess they had to rename it to Light Dramon due to the stuff. Bringing us all the way back to Magnamon, who originally appeared in the Digimon the movie, which Digimon the movie was like kind of like a collection of 3 stories, and this was the final story. So this was the first appearance of Magnamon and Rapidmon, but Rapidmon was an armored Digimon in that version, and they did bring that back in card form, which was cool to see. But yeah, I believe it's the Digi-Egg of Miracles that brings about Magnamon, and of course Magnamon is also a Royal Knight. So you have, I believe I have the card here actually. I'm not sure why I didn't show it. I'll mention it now. Or no, I put them away. So you have All Force Vidramon. You have Magnamon. So those are both Royal Knights, which are like the strongest Digimon in the canon. Well, not the strongest in the canon, but the strongest like standard Digimon in the canon. And then you have, of course, Imperial Dramon, but in Paladin mode is the founder of the Royal Knights, which was an interesting piece of lore. So that's 3 forms of Vmon that are like that any Vmon could technically turn into, because the Royal Knights are like specific. But you could get cards of that or whatever. They're all technically part of the same line. They even printed new card versions. They give you bonuses for coming from Vmon, but to put all that aside, I fucking love Digimon. I love Vmon. Let's build Magnamon.
Alright. You ready to go? I'm ready. Ready? Let's go. The Digivolution is up and running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know it was coming? Our Digi Destiny starts today. Let me hear you say Digimon, Digimon, Digital Masters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, Digital Masters, Digimon are the champions. With Digi-Will and Digivice in hand, is the Digi-Dynamic Force and Digiland. With the Digi-Past, Digi-Present collide, time to Digi-Side. Digimon, Digimon, Digital Masters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, Digital Masters, Digimon are the champions. world is Digi-safe, and now we'll meet its Digi-fate. Good Digimon to protect what's right, we'll have to Digi-fight.
Digimon, go monsters, Digimon, are the champions. Digimon, go monsters, Digimon, are the champions. Digimon, go monsters, Digimon, are the champions. Digimon, go monsters, Digimon, are the champions.
Digimon's making a scene, they're kicking it up to the big screen. Digimon's making a scene, they're kicking it up to the big screen. Digimon's making a scene, they're kicking it up to the big screen. Digimon's making a scene, they're kicking it up to the big screen. The Digi-Dudes will Digi-rule with Digi-ability and Digi-tool. Save the world from a Digi-disaster. The threat from the net meets the digital masters. Digimon, Digimon,
Digimon are the champions.
Digimon, Digimon, Digimon are the champions.
Digimon, go monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Digimon, Digimon, Digimon are the champions. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. The Digivolution will not be stopped. Digimon roll, Digimon rock. Remember the Digi things I say, and Digi save the day.
Digimon, go monsters, Digimon are the champions. 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 Digimon, go monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Let's go.
Digimon.
聞こえただろう強がって立ち向かうしかないんだ誰でもないさ君の番だよ逃げ出しちゃいけない譲れない明日をかけてやるんだ手のひらを見つめて強く握りしめたら心に力が流れ出す Get back up to break up 新しいファイヤー本当の始まりさ君を超えてゆくんだこの場所からなんて膝が震える時君のこと信じる瞳感じて手渡すように勇気をくれた仲間たちがいるよ風の中君の名前を呼んでる違う物語が君たちから始まる扉は開き始めている Get break up to break up 湧き上がるパワー君はもう気づいている夢を夢でほっとけないよ叶えなくちゃ Get back up to break up 新しいファイター本当の始まりさ君を超えてゆくんだこの場所から Get back up to break up 湧き上がるパワー君はもう気づいてる夢でほっとけないよ叶えなくちゃ
To the past as we head for the future to reclaim the digital world. With faith in ourselves and trust in each other, we live by the lessons we've learned. As we work towards one solution through a spirit evolution. To reclaim the digital world with faith in ourselves and trust in each other, we live by the lessons we've learned. As we work towards one solution through a spirit evolution. Digimon, forever united as one. Together the battles are won. Digimon, through us let your spirit evolve. We're all for one world, there's a world for us all. For all for one world, there's a world for us all. Digimon, forever united as one. Digimon, together the battles are won. Digimon, through us let your spirit evolve. We've only just begun. Digimon,
Data Squad.
Unleash your soul, and you will reach your goal. Prepare to Digivolve. Never surrender, never be outdone. 'Cause the challenge ain't over. We've only just begun.
Prepare to digivolve. Never surrender, never be outdone. Cause the challenge ain't over, we've only just begun. Unleash your soul, and you will reach your goal. Prepare to digivolve. Never surrender, never be outdone. Cause the challenge ain't over, we've only just begun. Digimon.けて二つの力がぶつかる。もう戸惑う暇は残されてないんだぜ。そう遥か昔に昼と夜が分かれてからきっとこの戦いは続いているんだろう。光と影がある心にも世界にも、それは君を試している。決して終わることのない戦い。Standing by your side どちらに立つか選ぶんだ君のその手で Stand up to the fight 二つの力いつの日か分かり合える時が来るまで。君が違うと思うものが邪魔をしたらさあ君は逃げるかそれとも立ち向かうか。どちらが正しいかそんなことわからない。だけど諦めてしまえば全て君の手から逃げてゆくよ。僕たちは戦っていた Stand up to the fight 1000年後に僕たちが笑い合える未来のために
Stand up to your fight and praise to to carry on the dream was to come to stand up to your fight and praise to carry on the dream was to come to stand up to your fight.
Falling apart It's the whole reason I bought the model kit. Nah. Could you imagine? Just for this gimmick. I can do this. I can try and fudge it. The balance, though. Balance is kind of fucked. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to be super extra. Just do that. So looking at the image here, yeah, it's supposed to be to the side. The arm isn't supposed to be under it like that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I talked as much as I could on the topic of whatever was going on. It's always all over the place whenever. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully y'all hit me up on the Discord, the YouTube, and the Twitch. And, you know, enjoy my content and stuff. So YouTube, Discord, Twitch. Oh, you can't even see that at all. Anyways, so I got the, what's it called? Was it from BT8. So I got the regular and then the rare one. If you remember the card video I did with Andre, those are just those cards. Actually, I think I got that one as a single. Anyways, I already signed off, but we'll do it again. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me up on the Discord for stuff on the channel if you want to, like, request some gameplays, maybe even request a model kit or two, and, you know, just generally chat around with me and stuff, other people, if they're there. And watch me live on Twitch, where I tend to post all this stuff first. You can interact with me and chat with me while we're doing the episodes. And if you miss any of that stuff and want to catch up or see any of the cool stuff we talked about today, go to the YouTube. I have everything archived in my playlist section and, you know, cool content and stuff. Without taking up any more of your time, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy all that stuff. And until next time, keep on dreaming. Poutine. Out! Peace.